Good evening and welcome to my portion of the Parent Update meeting. I'm Janice Hughes, principal at Burlington Elementary. I'm going to give you a few facts about Burlington Elementary. This year, we have 402 students enrolled in our kindergarten through 5th grade. We have another 60 students in our two preschool classrooms. We have 47% of our students right now that are identified for being capable of using free and reduced enrollment. 37% of our students are labeled minority, and 17% of our students are ELL, and 18% of our students are identified as students with a disability. We are a school of energy implementation program. We are a Green Star school. We have a student council for our students, 3rd through 5th, Green Peeps program for any grade level. We now have a choir. We will be having our musical in the spring, and that will be based on auditions. I'm going to shift gears and talk about safety for a minute. We're going to standardize our communication this year. We're going to try all our shout points to come out on Monday. If they come out on a different day, please hear them right away. Family folders are going out to youngest child, so we won't have quite as much paper going home. And please check our website and our Facebook page. Some of the things that we're doing specifically every time for safety would be our monthly fire drills. We also do lockout drills 2 times a year. The Longmont Police might be doing a somewhat unsafe situation in the neighborhood, and they call us and tell us to please make sure that kids are inside. School goes on when we do a lockout drill. 2 times a year we practice a lockdown. Then we have support during those times when we practice with the Longmont Police helping us. We also do shelter in place 2 times a year. The one that we work on the most would be for tornado drills. This year we will complete an off-site evacuation and we will go to Longmont's large truck facilities, the building which is on Bowen. We need to address our school performance framework. A common school framework is used across the state of Colorado. With the passage of House Bill 15-1323, all schools will continue to implement the plan type assigned in the fall of 2014. This 2014 is a school performance framework is available on www.schoolview.org. Under the school performance indicators, they're based on student achievement. We met it at Burlington. We got 75%. Academic growth, we met. That is, the students make a year's worth of growth within a year. We met. We got 75% of the points. That's 50% of the entire amount of points. And then the growth gaps, we met. We got 65% of the points. Burlington is accredited using the school performance plan. If you look at the second page of the school performance framework, you can see that we met in achievement in all content areas. We met in making a year's worth of growth in all content areas. Our growth gaps for different groups were the ones that we still need to work on, and it primarily was in math. Our UIP will be addressing meeting the needs of our students in math. So last year, I announced that we had been identified as one of 5 schools across the state of Colorado, elementary schools, that were identified as high achieving. I want to share some of the results. These results are on our website page if you'd like to look at them. You can also address them and see them at the Colorado Department of Education. The indicators across all 5 schools that were addressed were: relationships are valued, time is invested and protected, performance monitoring is purposeful, frequent, and effectively used, decisions are student-centered, expectations are set high, made explicit, frequently expressed, and consistently applied, learning is purposeful and meaningfully structured, staff intentionally uses common language for consistent messaging, Burlington capitalizes on available resources, and we focus on continuous improvement. I think the most exciting part when we looked at this report, and I'm going to share now, is how we really stacked up with the other 5 schools. As you can see in the first graph that I am sharing with you, basically what this is showing is that Burlington has the majority, 97%, agreeing that they are taking on leadership roles. As you can see by this second graph, a huge key to be able to move forward instructionally is to be able to plan. And Burlington has 72% of our teachers believing that we have enough time to really make a difference for students. This graph shows you that Burlington has 83% of our staff members believing that they are using data to consistently move instruction. As you can see by this graph, 100% of our team believes that they are using their assessments in their planning, and they believe that they are using that data to help inform instruction. Again, significantly different than the other schools in the report. It goes without saying, based on this graph, that 100% of our staff members believe that they are focusing on specific student needs as they plan their lessons. And again, if I'm the only one making decisions, it's going to be pretty top-down and we're not going to get anywhere. As you can see, the majority of our staff believes that they are helping making those decisions at all times. High expectations is a hallmark of Burlington. As you can tell, basically 97% with one person not knowing makes a difference because they all felt that it was important that we set the bar high for our students. And we couldn't do it without you. The first graph, the top graph, shows how well the community helps and supports us, and then the bottom graph shows us that our students know what is expected of them. What we expect for our students behaviorally is expected throughout the entire staff. As you can tell, 97% of our staff believes that we are putting these consistently on for every student here at this school. A huge strength of Burlington is the fact that our grade level teams are so historically strong and work so well together, as you can tell by this graph. As a staff, Burlington has been working just as hard to make our vertical articulation, that is between different grades, to be as strong as our horizontal articulation of our curriculum. This is shown by this graph that we're succeeding in this too. Common language, common rubrics is a way that we have that consistent messaging across the curriculum. It's a huge piece as we move forward. We've been working hard at this, and as you can tell, our staff consistently outperforms other schools. As you can see in the first graph that I am sharing with you, basically what this is showing is that Burlington has the majority, 97%, agreeing that they are taking on leadership roles. And we really work hard, as you can tell, with our ability to learn as we grow. We do professional learning all the time, and as you can tell, we consistently outperform other schools too. That was just some of the examples of some of the graphs from the summary of all 5 schools. If you want, you can read Burlington's specific report and this entire report on our website. Burlington was specifically cited for exemplary practices on relationships and establishing trust, collaboration, school as a community and partners with our families, behavior management, and monitoring students' strengths and challenges. So thank you guys for coming to our parent information meeting. Go collect your kids in the gym.